Welcome to the staff meeting that's not a staff meeting. We hope this video gets you back to doing the things you need to be doing right now, but quickly fills you in on some of the updates the Guiding Coalition has for you.
Hi Bernie staff, my section for the 2018-19 PLC wrap-up is identifying this year's successes. Our first success was we felt that we had overall productivity. Teams were creating proficiency maps and starting unit plans. We saw teams recognizing and providing feedback that the work that they were doing was helping them become more intentional and laser focused. Overall, we felt like there was more collaboration, and we saw teams relying on each other to collectively produce work. There was a notable openness and willingness to engage in the process. We really felt like there was a growth mindset among the adults in the building. We also saw strong spring data. iReady and the preliminary SBA data looks incredibly strong. We think this is due to the hard work that we have done this year in the PLC process. We see a strong correlation between iReady and SBA, with 80% of students who met their iReady typical growth goal also meeting benchmark on ELA SBA in 4th grade. Thanks for a great year.
In addition to those wonderful successes we've had, we've also faced some challenges this year. The many unknowns as we work through this process and it's unclear to us. That's a challenge, but we've embraced it. The shifts that we made in our proficiency maps and coming up with that common template and changing the course midstream was a challenge, but one that we did together. Completing that ELA proficiency map, that is a huge, cumbersome task, but you're not in it alone. We're doing it together. Future challenges as we look into the future for our Bernie Bulldogs. The number of unit plans that we are going to be developing is going to be a big task. Once again, you're not in it alone. You have a team of colleagues that are going to help you through that. The challenge of creating unit plans for mathematics, when next year we'll be piloting curriculum and we will be adopting a new math curriculum. Starting in the 2019-2020 school year, it's just going to be a challenge because the building's been renovated. We raised the roof. We lost the roof and got a new roof. And that's challenging as we start the school year resetting up our classrooms. And just to engage in the work is a challenge we're going to face. The other new challenge for us is many of our teams are going to have new members, and there's going to be a period where we need to catch up our new teammates so that they are included in the work that we're doing. Even though these are challenges, they're chances for us to grow and inspire to make a difference, and we can face them head on together as Bulldogs.
Big, hairy, audacious goals. We have 3 of them. Our first is to ensure the completion of ELA and math. Wait for it. Proficiency maps. We're getting close. We just want to make sure that they're completed. Our second is ELA unit plans. As many of them as possible next year. So as you're teaching, make sure you're plugging things into the unit plan forms. That way you can manipulate them throughout the year, add things, take things away, jot down what you're doing if you're doing win times or interventions, assessments. That'll help you for following school years as well, and it will help each other. Last big goal is some vertical collaboration, because we love all of our students and we love each other, so this is going to be also very important for next year. So 3 big goals for next year: ensuring that our proficiency maps are completed, getting as many ELA unit plans done as possible, and some vertical collaboration. It is almost the end of the school year. We're almost there. It's almost June. May is almost over. 852 days later. Bye.
The Guiding Coalition recently talked about the structure that we have in place now and how we might want to change for next year, as well as our upcoming work. By fall, we'd like to be able to have a representative from the 2nd and 3rd grade band so that we can make sure we've got a representation from each of the levels. This summer we'll be working with Sarah Schull again. A team of us will work with Sarah as she comes back to join the Teaching and Learning Office to help further the work around our proficiency maps and unpacking standards. And we'd also like to convey that next year we'll continue working in not only grade level groups to further that collaboration, but to also have opportunities to work with grade bands and then to do some vertical grade level planning as well.
So as you can see, yep, together we can do anything. We've had a great year. We're going to go over some specific things on the very last day of school, but thank you so much for all your time and dedication and patience and trusting the process and expressing your concerns. And we've got this 10 days, and together we can do anything.